And the buyer, on top of that, the buyer experience or the buyer journey has changed too, where there's a statistic that I read recently or I found, I think, on Topo, if you're familiar with that, but it said that 80% of the education or the research phase is done now before talking to a salesperson in a B2B environment.
These are educated people coming to the table now.
Exactly. And that's why, typically, as I said before, the transition of COVID, most people were coming to me with a pretty good idea of exactly what they needed. And they've already evaluated my content on my website to see if I can fill that need for them. And then in most cases, now they're just looking to say, is concept better than ABC company down the road?
How has that changed you and the sales reps that work for you?
That's a good question.
I'm thinking you got to have your sales reps today got to be a lot more diverse and educated than yesterday.
Yeah, without a doubt. And because they're having to have, especially in this environment where you're talking about different industries and different products and different services, they have to be educated on all of the different options or tactics in order to make a real recommendation.
Yeah. When you talk about companies are calling in and they're 80% informed of what they want, right? Isn't impression big now?
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm assuming a prospect is quickly going to compare you to the guy they talked with ABC company, and right out of the gate, they're either going to buy what you're saying, meaning, man, he sounds educated, or, man, he took an interest, or he didn't have any value, right? So now our importance of personnel it just rises up.
Definitely. And I think where people could get in trouble is when you don't have people that are willing to challenge that status quo too. And I think you said this to me a long time ago so it was a little bit of foresight on your side to say that I think we need to start challenging some people's thought processes on what they think they need, right? And take a little bit more, don't be afraid to say, no, I think I know better. And what I found by having some of those conversations is that that gets you a lot further with prospects than just saying, okay, whatever you say, I'll do.
People can't be an order taker.
People aren't looking for that anymore. Mm-hmm. And so if they're coming in with a pretty good understanding or education of what the landscape is, I need to have my people be 10 times better in order to demonstrate enough credibility to then challenge what you think you've already learned.